Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make Youvetsi, which is lamb and orzo pasta. You will need to add some olive oil into a pan, 1 large onion diced. I have diced those quite thick, but they'll melt anyway, so it doesn't matter. 2 ribs of celery diced, some salt just to help the veggies cook down. I don't add a lot of salt because I'll be using chicken stock later. Then saute that for about 10 minutes, then add 1 clove of garlic, which is finely diced, and saute that for about 1 minute. Then add a cinnamon stick and 2 bay leaves. Then I've got 800 grams of diced lamb leg. Now I've cut these rather chunky, so the instructions I'm going to give you for cooking are for this kind of size, but 800 grams fits this pot perfectly. I don't brown the meat like some people, I just give it a little stir until it's coloured. I don't think it needs to be browned, that's my personal opinion. If you want to brown it first, remove it, add it back to the pan at this stage. Then add some pepper, 2 teaspoons of dry thyme, you can use fresh thyme if you want. Give everything a mix together. And then add about a glass of red wine. When the wine starts to bubble and you can smell the wine, then you'll be ready for the next step. So add in 400 grams of chopped tomatoes, give them a little mix through, a teaspoon of sugar, 600 milliliters of chicken stock, or enough to cover the meat. Once it starts to boil, cook it in the oven, covered, for 2.5 hours at 150°C fan. After 2.5 hours, the lamb should be tender, and you can see this lamb was really tender. We're going to return it to the oven, uncovered, for 20 minutes. This is so that all the flavours start to come together really well, as you can see. We're also going to remove the bay leaf and the cinnamon stick. Then we're going to add in 250 grams of orzo pasta. We want to make sure that there's enough water in the pan, in the pot. This might look like it's enough water, but it isn't, because if we don't add any more, this will clump together and we don't want that. So we'll add enough water just to cover the top. We're then going to cover that and return it to the oven for 15 minutes. But after 5 minutes, give it a stir, because the pasta will stick together during this time. By doing that, you will avoid that happening. After the 15 minutes, you can see there's still lots of moisture in here. It hasn't clumped together. We're going to cover that and leave it for 5 more minutes. This is the end result. You can see it hasn't gelatinized, so we don't need to add ice. This is absolutely perfect. You want to serve 1 or 2 ladles per person. I serve myself 3 because I'm quite greedy, but 2 would probably be enough for a normal appetite. And then sprinkle lots of grated halloumi over that. You can use cefalotiri or cheddar or parmesan, but I love halloumi. This is the ultimate comfort food for me, and I hope you enjoy it.